on today's episode of the Game Chasers.
May I raise the stakes?
Oh.
What? And you know, when you combine everyone's maybe pile, it's a big maybe pile.
And got rid of it. Hadn't had it since.
Standing at the counter right now kind of feels like I'm waiting for my execution.
He looks kind of yoked. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't want to lose.
I knew I had to have it.
Awesome if they had a chip and Dell too, so I could complete my copy.
And it had the manual, yeah.
Since we had such a great time at A&C Games last year, we're of course going to have to go back since we're in Canada. How could we not?
A complete chip and Dell too, if they have one. They had one last year.
They've been good to us in the past. Let's see what we can go find.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I've only seen you wear that one pair of pants the whole weekend, man.
So we want to talk about fashion now?
I'll stick with what works.
No, I'm not. That's disgusting. That's not happening.
You know, we walk in here and the first thing I notice is familiarity.
What's up, man? What's going on? Good. Nice seeing you. Good. For sure.
It's been too long.
Nice to meet you.
Billy and Jake come back to the store. It's pretty exciting actually, because you know, I never know what's gonna happen, if I'm gonna go crazy, you know.
So what do you think?
I don't know where to begin with some of this stuff. My bank account can't handle this. Video games.
So you informed us outside
Yes.
that there was an attorney going on downstairs? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Right now, unexpected. Well, the tournament was expected, but a ton of people showed up. So we can go downstairs.
But it's pretty crazy and warm. When you head out, you guys will be sweating.
Well, I mean,
Your balls
they're
will be
not going to
sweating.
be in the room full of
You know
boxes.
Temple of Doom?
Yeah.
You're about to go in it.
I don't usually look at a lot of gay porn, but last night was like...
I want to see the downstairs area. I want to dig through some stuff again. Although there is something on the shelf that I'm kind of interested in already.
How much are the E's games up here?
What, screw variants?
Grab them down.
Let's see.
I'm kind of new to the whole PSP thing, and I just got a new one after having my old ones just stolen on the way here. But I don't have much of a library for it, and the E's games I've heard were really good.
I'm floating head,
It's all dark down there. Don't go down there, sloth.
It's completely dark down there.
There you go.
I thought this was the office.
That's the office.
This?
That was the office.
Oh, it's not anymore.
It's so fucking hot down here. It's hot as balls. It's like Swamp Thing's taint down here, and there's no lights.
I don't give a f. I'm gonna dig anyways.
Tecmo World Wrestling, you don't see that very often in the box.
Like last time, I'm putting things in my mental inventory, not necessarily my maybe pile. Yeah, there's a step below the maybe pile. That's the mental inventory. I'm kind of doing that right now.
I just hope I'm not being haunted.
Of course I'm excited to dig. It's a dumb question. Bins on 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 boxes on boxes on boxes on boxes.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna do that in here? Holy.
I've been digging for at least 20 minutes, and I haven't really found anything that I'm like, I gotta have it. Come across something for the DS that I've been actively looking for, actually.
I always wanted to play this. I'm getting this.
Moon, I think, has a lot of influence from the Metroid Prime series, and you can kind of see the similarities. I've never played it, but I want to check it out because of that.
I am getting this, maybe.
So far, I haven't found too much I need yet, or want yet. Things are way more organized.
This is not my thing, but I should probably show Jay. Because a lot of times he comes along on these trips and gets caught slipping, doesn't get anything. Sometimes I just plain feel sorry for the guy.
I see a bootleg, an NES bootleg. I have no interest in these.
Do you want this? They're not touching it. What's in the back room? Just accessories?
Possibly, yeah. Where'd you find
No
it?
games
It's
whatsoever.
over there.
Or maybe a
Maybe pile. I don't know what it is about these. I'm just something neat to collect. It's not normal. It's not supposed to be there. It shouldn't have been made.
Sauna filled with armpits, ball sacks, and fucking everything awful right now. Just coming in, and the carpet's absorbing all of it. This is funk you can't escape. It's everywhere, but it's surrounded by games, so you have to endure it. So that's the way that game chasing goes.
No fresh air in here. Eventually, it's just gonna smell like a locker room and butthole. Awful.
There's not much down here I'm finding yet. One thing I do see is a box of boxes. It's empty NES boxes, Nintendo 64 boxes. I'm always on the lookout for boxes, manuals, so I can hopefully try to Frankenstein a complete copy of something together. See, I need Backstage Assault, but I'm looking for a cleaner box.
I mean, if it's cheap enough, just offer a couple bucks.
True, but
Dude, that's what I did with all my beat up ass boxes until I got a better upgrade. And I just went and did that.
There's literally tons of loose boxes for carts that we've had for years.
That's the insert where the cartridge goes.
No, sir.
And you can, is it in there?
Sir.
Okay, never mind.
No man and no game. I have the game though.
This here though is useful as hell if you just find like an empty box.
So I think I stumbled across the store secret stash here. I don't know that these were necessarily supposed to be available. Finders keepers, so I'm gonna dig through it anyways. I don't care. I see another box of 64 stuff over there too.
Alpha and J are in the main area, and since I haven't really found any games other than Moon, I'm gonna start kind of looking at hardware and seeing what's back here.
So,
Wait, Scott, you had that Harvest Moon one in December.
this almost looks like what an Atari ST,
No.
the Atari ST stuff came in. I think this is this drive.
You started by it.
If there's an Atari ST system here, I'm probably gonna start rapping. I'm gonna be so happy.
They got an Atari ST.
Atari ST. Finally, my search is over.
Yeah, boy, Atari ST.
No need to look any longer.
Yeah, boy, Atari ST.
Good God, I think I've fallen.
Yeah, boy, Atari ST.
Atari, you came calling. Yeah, boy, Atari ST.
Sometimes we just become stupid.
They're chodes.
Spent a couple years gaming on that thing. It was like my bread and butter for a good long time. And got rid of it, had it since.
The Atari ST was released in 1985 in the US. It was part of Atari's 1632-bit line of computers. Didn't really catch on a whole lot in the US, but in Canada it was a little bigger, and it really was like in that whole competition with the Amiga sort of thing. There's like Amiga people and Atari ST people. I got introduced to just classics like Bubble Bobble, RoboCop. I love the Batman games, Indiana Jones. I mean, just the list goes on of stuff that I just would non-stop play on this system.
I don't know, it sounds like an STD. Pretty sure that is. So it's sexually transmitted, and Eric probably took a shot for it.
This is like not even a maybe pal. This is like a definite for me. And we'll figure out a way to get it in the car.
I
I knew I had to have it.
It's actually kind of amazing to me that they got this box full of uncommon boxes here.
You there, you want it? Do you? I mean, I do, but you found it first.
You know what? You like RPGs more than I do, so go ahead.
I've had Chrono Trigger for eons, just a cartridge. I want the f***ing game complete. And now I have the box, but it's probably gonna be expensive.
Do you want to come this way or do you want to go back that way? Because we're going to bring down another box.
They have way too much shit down here. Like, way too much.
There's boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and more boxes.
Uninvited, uncommon box. Where? You just passed it. Down.
Ooh. It's in good shape, too.
Holy shit, you just got caught slipping.
You went right over it.
Apparently, I skipped right over a Wayne's World box.
Right under Jay's nose. I'm actually gonna knack for this. Find Chippendale 2, now I'm finding Wayne's World.
Alphaomegasin caught me slipping on the Wayne's World box. I went right over it, and he's like, "What's this? Yoink?"
How about this, Joseph?
Yes.
I don't have the game, but again, I'm buying pieces so I can complete things later on. You just don't run across a Wayne's World box. Honestly, the box can go just as much as the cartridge, which is kind of a fear. I don't know what this box is going to cost me.
This is nuts. Like, the entire thing, the Wayne's World box alone, like, threw me for a loop. But then Chrono Trigger in the box, Final Fantasy 3 in the box, like, f***ing kidding? Of course. Of course. I'm going to be your, so you guys know, I'll be your Irish good luck charm. Wait a minute, you know what I just realized? Just the past couple of days, I found you guys Chippendales 2, the box, and Wayne's World, the box. I'm a bad motherfucker, and I'm not even getting the boxes.
I think boxes and manuals are as much a part of the game as the game itself.
You know, the art matters, the back of it where you can see the screenshots that tells you, it gives you a little synopsis on the game. The manuals are really important, and those are all things that I want to have back for games that I enjoy, and it feels better to have them complete.
You know, it's part of the experience, in my opinion. This is something you can't get when you download something.
Jay, is that all you there? Nice. Good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff. Huh? Yeah. Hey, Alpha, found another one.
Dude, I've actually found like 3 or 4 of them. I was all like, oh, I found one, it feels special, and now I'm not special anymore.
I have Harmony and Dissonance already, but I don't have Aria Zora. And I've never seen Double Pack before in person. I'd seen ads for it and shit, but yeah, so now I have it. Assuming it's not like $1 gajillion Canadian.
Hey, Jay.
I like that.
I am so freaking in on these. It's not even funny.
Nintendo Power Flash magazines. Now these were exclusive to Canada, and there was only like 9 issues or so, and then they kind of had the model of the whole Nintendo fan club thing. All right, we have searched the store high and low, mostly low.
Let's go check out.
I showed Angry Joe Billy's twice.
We got a lot of stuff that we probably can't afford.
I got a lot of boxes, dude. I got a lot of freaking boxes.
Let's see what the damage is gonna be.
Let's see.
We'll see.
See what
Let's do the dance.
We did it last year and we came away pretty good, so.
So we put our maybe pile down on the counter.
Okay, because you wanted the magazines too, right?
Cobwebs. Yeah.
And I mean, at this look, I mean, let's these are out, or these are least.
And you know, when you combine everyone's maybe pile, it's a big maybe pile.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, and you know, it's a little bit of deja vu from last year.
I don't know what you're thinking, you know.
So basically, you've seen the show. You know what we're thinking.
So then we gotta know.
Who did it? Is it you?
No.
Did you?
I think it was Jordan.
Of all the boxes that I found here so far, the only one that really concerns me is the Wayne's World box. These people aren't stupid. They know their stuff. You have to if you're going to run a store.
He thinks that the Wayne's World is like the only one that's expensive. I'm telling you, though, most of those boxes that he got, they're going to be like, we want an arm, we want a leg, we want a toe, and your firstborn.
Yeah, just add it up for us real quick.
No?
We may have overdone it this time.
And that's 50.
And then these ones you added it in?
I think in typical Game Chasers fashion, we will be way over budget and have to put some stuff back.
We'll just say 400 for that stuff.
Hey, come here.
400. Now they're huddling.
So this right here, you're at 400, right?
Yes, that's 400.
With everything in our maybe piles, we're at $400.
One of the most intense negotiations, I guess. And I'm not even sure why.
There's no games in any of those.
I know.
I think we can probably do a little bit better than 4 though, right? And then in comes stupid Scott. With wanting an Earthbound box, because he just has to have the big box and get it complete.
Without the cart on eBay, they go about 200 in good shape, and this has got like, yeah.
Stupid Scott wants to throw this in our pile.
I think he really wants the monitor and drive with that.
Here's the thing. He needs it.
Right now, we've been in negotiations for 3 days and 12 hours.
I'm not going to hold you anymore. But this...
But you can embrace me.
Okay.
I'm thinking this stupid Earthbound box is going to add like $200 more to the freaking stack.
Hey, there's a downstairs. There's a monitor that goes with it and a disk drive. Should you throw those in?
And then here comes stupid Billy.
Here's the thing about the Atari ST. This particular model does not have a built-in disk drive, so I need a separate disk drive. They have both the disk drive and the monitor downstairs in the basement.
Well, I got the ST. I need the monitor. I need the disk drive too. What? We're not made of money.
You got 2 monitors and 2 disk drives down there, so that's not the only ones. That's all. That's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Here's the thing about the Atari ST. I really needed to gauge where they were at price-wise before I try to tack on more.
I feel like a scumbag even offering it, but
Okay, well,
let's do this.
500.
500 for this.
Throw that in, and the monitor and the disk drive. 500.
That's our first offer.
That's your first offer?
Things are getting a little crowded in this deal.
Man.
I think this calls for the arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle?
Okay.
Wait a minute.
What is this? Who's arm wrestling who?
What's
the deal? Okay,
Yeah,
what
the
is it
deal?
exactly?
Okay, so this is a first.
So you're saying 5, right? I think 550. Just to keep it,
Okay.
you know,
And
within you're going to arm wrestle Jay.
And we're giving them the monitor and the disk drive at that?
Yeah.
Me versus them. I win. We get our 500. They win. 550.
May I raise the stakes?
Oh.
What?
Since Bill's our buddy.
Oh no.
650. Or if we win, 650. If we lose, 7.
I'm trying to do everything that I can right now to get everybody's stuff lower.
Would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, it's gonna be both our arms.
I don't know.
They sure as f- are not having this.
You're seeing so much man parts. You kind of want to see some female parts.
If we win the arm wrestling, we get it at 5. If we lose, 550.
Which is, I don't know.
Let's do it. Why not?
There's a technique to arm wrestling. It's not just strength. I'm not a good arm wrestler.
Seen over the top, right? Somebody's arm might break.
Careful. I'm getting nervous, dude. What if he's?
I don't want to see a snapped arm.
Okay,
That'd
wait.
be really...
All right.
He looks kind of yoked. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't want to lose.
2, 3.
Hadouken! Boy! Sonic boom! You win!
Oh my god.
Dude, that was
500.
Oh my god.
That was close. A hat exploded off your head.
I'm happy, $500. And yeah, that's a lot of money, but this is all of our stuff combined.
I felt like there's a chance. There's a chance for anything. So why not? It's like flipping a coin, right? Heads or tails. So I went for it.
What's next? What's next? That's it? Bill stuff?
Bill stuff.
Standing at the counter right now kind of feels like I'm waiting for my execution. No, I can't afford to pay all this shit.
It really is like court.
stressful. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I feel like I'm just waiting and like, guilty, not guilty. What's the verdict gonna be? Okay, this stuff is 100. So I don't know if you want to look at it, say something. And this has a game, right? Yeah. I'm gonna end up paying through the nose for this. I mean, my initial thought was 150 for both, but you can 150 for both. No fucking way I'm paying that much ever in a million years.
You had said 150 for these two.
Yeah.
How much were you actually thinking just for Chrono Trigger by itself?
Okay. So the Castlevania I was thinking 50. And so then I guess the rest is that.
Okay.
Nope, not getting it.
Would you do 100 for this? That's my counter offer. Would you actually do that?
Just for those 100 with that game?
Yeah.
Since Chrono Trigger is going to be completely out of the question, I should try to just get the Castlevania double pack in with all this stuff. Oh, in my opinion, I think that's a little low, but I don't know. Motherfuckers.
120? We'll just cut it down a bit for you.
Would you be willing to do 110? I gotta ask. I mean,
better than fucking 120. Yeah, we'll just do it.
Yeah, I think that should be okay for your
the middle.
First time. Thank you.
You got your tone. You were just like, I guess. My wallet's not happy, but I'm happy with the stuff because now I can have a bunch of my pre-existing games complete, and I'm also getting a new game that I've wanted for quite a while. Sure. So we're done filming here at A&C Games. We've had a blast, but I just received a phone call, and I have to leave.
Jay had to take off, unfortunately, a family emergency. So he had to hop a plane immediately to Texas.
Hey there, sailor. Wink.
We had a really good time here, always in A&C Games, and just Canada, Toronto, Hamilton convention, everything was just really fun. And man, I got an Atari ST.
I don't think I did that well this time, but they won. That's fine. We're Canadian. We're nice, right?
So this is the last time we'll be at A&C in this location. They're moving to a bigger location. Saw some old friends, met some new friends, and good times all around.
Yeah, that Atari ST that I got was pretty brand spanking new. Like, whenever you get a new computer and like there's this compartment in it where the mouse is stored, the cables are stored, and it's like this cardboard like divider or something. That's all still intact. It's got plastic around it. It's got styrofoam around it. That thing's never been used.
Like never?
Yeah, well, no, I really think it's never been used. The thing looks clean, brand freaking new.
And none of us that I know are gay. I don't think any of us are gay.
Oil up and hit the gym with me.
One technique I do like to use is the over-the-top move, like Stallone in the movie Over the Top. And basically what you do is like you're locked, right? And then when you go, you take and you roll your fingers over their thumb, and it gives you leverage, and the people have never seen the movie, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? That's legal. So I hit them with the over the top, just